Hello and welcome to EMP Power Sports and Marine in beautiful St. Mary's, Idaho. We are a vintage motorcycle restoration shop and race shop. Please visit emppowersports.com for more great products. Today we have a set of Progressive Series 12 vintage motocross shocks. These are ARHMA legal shocks that we're going to be installing on my personal 1974 Rickman Montesa 250 VR. I'm usually an Öhlins guy or a WP guy. But for this model of bike and a lot of the old Spaniards and English bikes, the Progressive seem to be the hot tickets. We're going to replace my original shocks, which I bottom out when I hit bumps, with these heavy-duty Series 12. The Series 12, and they also come in 13 and 14. Once again, they're ARHMA legal. It comes in a two-part box. One box comes with a base. I do want to point this out, that the quality is very chintzy on these, in my opinion. A lot of plastic parts, and this part is defective. So Progressive, if you're seeing this, I want another spring sleeve or whatever you call this. Is the springs catching on that? So I just want to document that. I'm a stickler for quality and I'm very OCD. Here's a shock that we've already put together. So the bases, it's a two-part kit. The bases come in one box. Your springs come in the other, with all the bushings and spacers that you might need as your generic kit that fit many vintage off-road race bikes. We're going to take, it also comes with a spanner. So right now we have the dampening set low, but you can actually adjust the dampening on this via the spanner. Now we're going to, or that might be preload. That's the only adjustment on these old shocks. Let's go over to our, yeah, thank you. Let's go over to our vise. To put these shocks together, you'll need two things. One is a standard shop vise, which every shop should have. Two is a spring compressor. Progressive sells them. I like to use the one that they provide, even though I have others. So this is a Progressive spring compressor. So we're going to stick the base of our shock in our vise. Get it nice and tight. Pull that cap off. Make sure our spring is facing down. As you can see, where this is defective, it's catching. So I really got to push on it. Not happy about that. The other one went on nice and smooth, so hopefully I'll get a replacement. So if I take a big bump, there we go, get it out of the way. If I take a big bump, I might compress a spring onto it. So maybe it's better to be right around here. All right, hide that. Then we'll put this cap on. This goes on next. And we'll take our spring compressor here and put the metal sleeve on top. We'll get this little hook into our eyelet. And then we'll crank it counterclockwise while holding the hook so it doesn't go anywhere. Let off once we start getting tension. We're going to keep going counterclockwise and compress this. Going clockwise. Now we're going to pull this down. Otherwise you can't get in here. There's the damper. So you have a washer right here against the damper. The washer goes against the damper. You have a fat side and a skinny side. The skinny side goes against the shock eyelet, and the fat side will go down towards the washer, like so. And then we're going to go counterclockwise now to release tension. That's where it needs to be. Make sure it's in where it needs to go. Make sure it's in there. It needs to fall in. Of course, now it's being stubborn. There it goes, popped into place. Pull our shock spring compressor tool off. Let's double check our work. Everything looks right. Pull it out of the vise. What's nifty about these shocks is they're slightly offset on these Series 12. I'm not sure if the 13 and 14s are also. A buddy of mine told me about this, what this is for. Of course, now my defect's on the outside where everybody's going to see it, but one side, well, maybe. One side is offset to clear the exhaust pipe, and the other one is offset to clear your chain and sprockets. So these nice heavy-duty progressives are going to replace my stock Rickman shocks from, I don't know, what is this, a 74, so this is 47 years old. So we're going to replace our original 47-year-old shocks with these bad boys so we can go vintage racing. If you like these products and you like these bikes and you like this channel, please support us by smashing that like button, hit that subscribe button, and please feel free to give us a call if you have a vintage motorcycle that you need restored or have to have service done on. We're in beautiful St. Mary's, Idaho. We know a lot about 2-strokes, 4-strokes, road bikes, off-road bikes. We are your 20th century vintage motorcycle restoration shop. 208-620-0769. And please visit us on emppowersports.com. Thank you, and keep the shiny side up.